Thank you for choosing Kind Water. In this video, I want to take you through the steps for installing your E-1000 whole house water filter. The first thing we need to do is unpackage our system and account for all items before starting the installation. With all items accounted for, we're ready to determine where we're going to install the system. In our example, we're using an interior drywalled wall. Next, we want to determine flow direction. In our example, we have an existing loop that we know flows from left to right. So that's how we'll install our system. I'll start by making a mark. For this system, I decided to do 55 inches to the center hole of the bracket. Next, using the bracket and a small torpedo level, I'll line the center mark up and mark my two outside holes. I was able to get the center mark on a stud. The outside holes will be supported by two mollies with 75-pound ratings each. Now I'll attach the bracket to the wall using the proper screws. Now I'll attach the manifold to the bracket, but before doing so, I'll double check that my inlet and outlet is running from left to right to match the flow direction of my loop. This system is designed to be installed with the flow direction from left to right, but if your installation differs, you could simply rotate the manifold 180 degrees and install it flowing from right to left. All you'll need to do is rotate the cartridges as well. I start by hand tightening all of the machine bolts and washers, and then I'll come back with the Allen wrench to snug everything up. Next, I'm going to remove both O-rings from the housings with a small screwdriver and wipe both of the grooves clean. Now I can lubricate both of the O-rings using the food-grade silicone grease that's included. Don't be worried about getting the grease on your hands, as it is a food-grade product, and any excess can be cleaned up with any typical dish soap. I'll install the O-rings back into the housing groove. Reinstall the housings to the system. At first, hand tight, and then I'll snug both housings with the wrench. With the system now together, we're ready to start our plumbing connections. We'll start with two 1-inch male threaded connections. These will go directly into the manifold on the inlet and outlet side. Start with 5 or 6 wraps of Teflon tape and follow it up with a thread sealant. For thread sealant, we recommend True Blue by Rector Seal, which is available at your big box stores. I'll now install them into the manifold, hand tighten, and then snug them up with a wrench. Make sure not to over tighten. The thread sealant will seal the threads. With my inlet and outlet now fitted, I'll start from the top, working my plumbing down to the loop. At this point, I've worked my plumbing as far as I can. Now, I need to turn the water off to cut into the main line. With the water off and our plumbing system depressurized, I can cut into the main line and finish my connections. Lastly, I'll add a couple of pipe clamps to the heavy use areas. With our plumbing now finished, we're ready to turn the water back on and flush the system. With any new cartridges, you should flush the system for 10 minutes prior to use. Your system is now ready for use. If you have questions on your installation, give us a call at 888-614-5559.